Craig Kilborn here on the Rich Eisen Show. We're just chasing basketball heaven right now. That's all we're doing.
Look at us.
It's a new For 30 podcast that premieres next week on Tuesday, July 22nd. I just love that you mentioned Hank Perlman's name and Alan Brose. Well, those were two of the individuals who are behind that This Is SportsCenter campaign. And I just remember, again, when I went there and those guys would show up and it was time to shoot SportsCenter commercials, they would have this book of all the, 10, 12 spots that they were going to shoot.
Yeah.
And they would always hold it like right to their vest, like it's a poker hand. Like they didn't want anybody to see what was going on, because it was always a question for us SportsCenter anchors. Like, are we going to be in these?
Yeah.
And which one am I going to be in? Mm-hmm. And is it a speaking role?
Yes.
Or am I just background with the Philly fanatic? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we all wanted to be in as many of them as possible, right? But I always thought to myself, you never had to worry about that. You knew you were going to be in a bunch of them.
Well, the guy,
right?
Hank Perlman, is still a friend of mine. But I didn't know. He was at the ad agency, White & Kennedy, in Portland. And, he lives in New York now. He loves New York.
Right.
But he moved out to Portland. And he wanted me to do I met him. He came to town. He goes, he wanted me to do the voiceover for ESPN hockey promos.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, I'm not the hockey guy. He goes, I don't care. I want you to do them. Mm-hmm. So we became friends.
Right.
And we have fun arguments. And he's kind of silly. Like, he'll argue about, he thinks Paul McCartney's the fourth most talented Beatle because he doesn't like Paul McCartney, and he makes himself look bad. He's kind of a malcontent sometimes, but he's very funny, very talented.
Which commercial are you most proud of that you were in? Which one did you like? What is Craig Kilborn's number one SportsCenter commercial?
He was reminding me the other day, Hank, because I put up one on my iconic Instagram, Mr. Craig Kilborn. I put up the one where you heard Charlie Steiner and Bob Lee on the phone doing some very intense stories, breaking some intense stories. And I interrupt. I say, excuse me, you guys prefer hurt me or spank me? And Charlie goes, spank me. And Bob goes, spank me. So that was one I put up. But Hank liked one where I was talking to somebody in a soft tone saying, how old are you? Do you need tickets? I'll give you a tour. I was talking to some young co-ed, and he liked that one a lot. I like the Glenn Jacobs one.
Where Glenn Jacobs, who was a production assistant at the time.
Yeah, one
of the many you referred to as Sparky, if I'm not mistaken.
I was very dismissive with him, and I told him he should get a new career, 2 words, pizza delivery, something like that. But
was that in the line, or did you ad-lib pizza delivery?
Oh, I could say I ad-lib. Let's give it to Hank, a team player. Give it to Hank.
Team player. Oh, man. Yeah. I remember that. The first SportsCenter commercial that I was in was the one where we passed Kerry Strug around.
Yeah.
Remember because Bella Caroli carried her in his arms after she hurt herself in the Olympics. And we were passing her amongst all of the on-air anchors. And the last one, I think it was Gary Miller, passed her to the Michigan State Spartan mascot. Oh. And that was the end of it. And I think her mom was behind the scenes not happy about her being passed around amongst a bunch of SportsCenter anchors in the newsroom. But that one went well. I mean, that was as good as any. Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.